We're here visiting with Janet in Nelson at the Kootenay Lake Hospital, and we're going to sing Four Strong Winds by Ian Tyson. Four strong winds that blow lonely, and seas that run high, all these things that don't change, come what may. Folks, this is Terry and Janet in Kaslo Penny Lane Studios version of Kootenay Lake Hospital with Janet, number 2. This song's called Old, and I think you'll recognize the feeling here. Old, you don't know the half, getting old, it ain't no laugh. This journey's long, winding and rough, and journey's end is just as tough, so dance. Hi folks, this is Terry and Janet in Kootenay Lake Hospital in Nelson, British Columbia for Kootenay Lake Hospital with Janet 3. And this one's called Kootenay Dreams, a song we wrote to get into Expo 86 years and years ago, all about Kaslo. When you're on the run, you can't do any better than to pack your grip for British Columbia. Hi folks, this is Terry and Janet in Kootenay Lake Hospital, number 4, with Janet getting better, getting way better. She looks way stronger and brighter today. So we're going to try Come By the Hills, which is done by many people, Tommy Makem and the Clancy Brothers and Celtic Thunder and lots of folks. Oh, come by the hills to a land where fancy is free. Hi folks, this is Terry and Janet in Kootenay Lake Hospital's parking lot. And this is Kootenay Lake Hospital with Janet 5. This one's called Fare Thee Well by Marcus Mumford and the Punch Brothers. And we're going to do Shenandoah by Bruce Springsteen afterwards. So 2 for the price of 1. If I had wings like Noah's dove. Janet in Kootenay Lake Hospital's parking lot. And we're here to record Kootenay Lake Hospital with Janet number 6, which is Hard Times Come Again No More, sung by Stephen Foster back in the early 1900s. Oh, hard times come again no more. Janet in Kootenay Lake Hospital's parking lot for Kootenay Lake Hospital with Janet number 7. And today it's another 2-for-1 special. We're going to do Teach Your Children by Crosby, Stills and Nash, and also You Ain't Going Nowhere by Bob Dylan. So you who are on the road must have a code that you can live by. So this is Terry and Janet in Kootenay Lake Hospital's parking lot for Kootenay Lake Hospital with Janet 8. Wow. And this one's called Wayfaring Stranger. I'm just a poor wayfaring stranger traveling through this world of woe. Terry and Janet in Kootenay Lake Hospital's parking lot with a truck running right beside us here. So sorry, you're going to hear that engine noise. Somebody sitting with their air conditioning on. And yeah, anyway. This song's Biko, Peter Gabriel's song, Stephen Biko. And it's a story about a lawyer, activist lawyer in South Africa who was killed by the police during the apartheid era. And a truck goes by. In Kootenay Lake Hospital's parking lot, and this is Kootenay Lake Hospital with Janet number 10, I think. My goodness. This one's an Eagles song called Seven Bridges Road. Okay, here we go. There are stars in the southern sky, southward as you go. Terry and Janet in Kootenay Lake Hospital's parking lot for Kootenay Lake Hospital with Janet number 11. And this one is an old song that is actually words by Robbie Burns, and the music's by Dick Gowan. And Janet used to play this on her harp, and so we'd like to do Both Sides the Tweed for you. I'm going to play the intro. What's the spring breathing jasmine and rose? What's the summer with all its gray train? Kootenay Lake Hospital's parking lot for Kootenay Lake Hospital with Janet number 12. And this is Janet's sister Jean's favorite song that we're doing right now, and it's called I Am Weary, Let Me Rest. Kiss me, mother, kiss your darling, lay my head upon your breast, throw your loving arms around me. I am weary, let me rest. This is Terry and Janet in Kootenay Lake Hospital's parking lot. And we've got Bernie and Alan here as an audience today. So, yahoo. So this is the Rita McNeil song, Working Man. It's a working man I am, and I've been down underground. And I swear to God, if I ever see the sun. Terry and Janet in Kootenay Lake Hospital's parking lot. And today we're going to record Kootenay Lake Hospital with Janet number 14. And it's an original song called Injustice. And I wrote it after listening to all the news reports of the goings on in the world. Injustice, it's been too long, injustice. So many wrongs, injustice. How long must we fight to end injustice? Lake Hospital with Janet number 15 today, and it's called Mull of Kintyre. It's the Paul McCartney song. Far have I traveled and much have I seen, dark distant mountains and valleys of green. Hi folks, this is Terry and Janet in Kootenay Lake Hospital's parking lot with a whole class of kids just on their way back from the park, returning to school. So that's nice to see. Their happy voices and cheery smiles. Great. Okay, so this is a kid's song. This is the Pirate Song by Don Freed. I remember the day we set out to sea. We were just kids, my grandfather. This is Terry and Janet in Kootenay Lake Hospital's parking lot. And it's Kootenay Lake Hospital with Janet number 17. And this one is one of the kids' songs we've done forever. And it's All God's Critters by Dave Mallet. All God's critters got a place in the choir. Some sing low and some sing higher. Some sing out loud on the telephone wire. And some just clap their hands or pause or anything they've got now. This is Terry and Janet in Kootenay Lake Hospital's parking lot with our friend Alan sitting beside us here. And we're going to do a Johnny Reed song called Today I'm Going to Try to Change the World. Kootenay Lake Hospital with Janet number 18. Today I'm gonna try to change the world. take it one day at a time. Janet in Kootenay Lake Hospital, at the parking lot with Janet for Kootenay Lake Hospital number 19. And we're going to do our old favorite called Wagon Wheel. And yeah, here we go. Heading down south to the land of the pines, thumbing my way into North. Janet in Kootenay Lake Hospital's parking lot for Kootenay Lake Hospital number 20 with Janet here. So this is called Traveling Soldier by the Dixie Chicks, now the Chicks. And we have Bob and Denise here. Welcome, folks. Here we go. 2 days past 18, he was waiting for the bus in his army greens. Sat down in a booth in a cafe there, gave his order to a girl with a bow. And Janet in Kootenay Lake Hospital's parking lot with our friend Alan here. And we're going to record Kootenay Lake Hospital with Janet number 21 today. And this one's Wayfaring Stranger. I'm just a poor wayfaring stranger, traveling through this world of woe. Hi folks, this is Terry and Janet in Kootenay Lake Hospital's parking lot for Kootenay Lake Hospital with Janet number 22. And this is our farewell concert. Janet gets to come home to Kaslo tomorrow. So this is it. We've got our friends Denise and Bob and Alan here with us. And we're going to start with a song I wrote. It's called A Friend of Mine Died Today. And Janet's niece's husband just passed away this week from complications from surgery. So our whole family is really sad about that. And this song is for Brian, for Sharon and Brian, and Jean. A friend of mine died today. I already miss him, and he's just passed away. But his suffering is over, his family can mourn. We'll all surely die, as sure as we're born. A life has come to an end. A spirit has flown on the wind. The journey continues beyond what we see. Our loved one lives on in our memory.